Roy Sanchez Jr.
Prior to today, we had an offer with a plea to another case in another court with a different defense attorney. This case would be resolved. He's accepted the offer. However, while he signed plea paperwork on September 11th, there was a issue that court recalled him to the 18th. This case will be dismissed once he pleads on that other case.
Okay, so he's been recalled down there for the
I
18th?
believe so, but what they do is afternoon docket at 1:30 to like 3:30. So I'm asking if we could recall this to Monday the following week.
All right, everyone, please whisper. So that will be done on the 18th, correct?
Yes.
Norma,
Yeah.
recall this on September 22nd, and then if that is done, then we won't have him
Yes,
here.
Judge.
All right, so we'll see you back on September 22nd.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 009393, State versus Paul Anthony Ramirez.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
And are you Paul Anthony Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Paul Anthony Ramirez who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 009393 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, 4,200 grams on October 31st, 2024 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Paul Anthony Ramirez did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April, May, and June 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
No
Any
objection.
objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 4 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. Is to grant the state's motion, revoke the defendant's community supervision, reform his judgment to a sentence of 3 years in prison. And the state is going to take into consideration cause number 2025 PF 31486 and 2025 PF 31487.
All right, and what are those allegations in those?
It's an unauthorized use, Judge, and a possession condition.
All right. So what has he done on probation other than pick up new cases?
Your Honor, the times that he had missed, and it's, we have waived, those allegations obviously have been waived, but if the court looks at the MTR, he was in Medina County for another offense,
All right.
fundamental.
So was he ever released while he was on probation?
You did report some of
Yes,
correct?
Do you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Anthony Ramirez.
All right, so what have you done other than it's alleged that you picked up 2 new cases?
I reported like 3 or 4 times. I paid those times that I did go report.
All right, so you've reported 3 or 4 times since October 2024.
Whenever I was released from here, I reported like 3 times. Three times.
So why are you only reporting 3 times?
Because after that I was in Medina County.
And in custody in Medina County for what?
Unauthorized use.
All right, and is that an unauthorized use that's alleged to have been committed after he was placed on probation?
My understanding is yes, Your Honor, but out of an abundance of caution, would just simply ask the court, or if we have the summary here, I'd like to, just take a look at the dates just to make sure, but I am pretty sure it was after.
Yes, sir.
I was after the new charge after you got released.
Yes, sir.
So then here's my question for you. Why should I give you less than what you bargained for when the only thing you've done is report 3 times and you picked up a new case, you ended up in Medina County, and then you have 2 new charges here that the state is taking in consideration? And I'm assuming those 2 new charges, was that after he was placed on probation?
Yes, Your Honor, they were August.
So why?
Well, these cases didn't have nothing to do with me as far as the unauthorized use.
Okay.
How it all happened is, if you look into it, but
And what were Your Honor, on the unauthorized use here, basically he was with a But I would think that would suggest, I don't want to put words in her mouth, the evidence would suggest that the actual taking of the vehicle was by another young lady in Corpus Christi that he had an engagement with here in Bear County that may or may not have involved provable possession of illicit substances, Judge. But it's not, but in no way are we trying to represent to the court that it's acceptable behavior as on while he's on probation. We would ask the court to, though, give some consideration, even though we've been here before. This is a young man who's basically been raised in prison. He went to prison for the first time at, I believe, 14. He has had some issues with his decision-making, Judge, but with the underlying sentence of 4, we think, well, that's the plea bargain process, and so we think the 3 would be fair, but we would yield to the court on that. The other thing that could be done at this time, if he didn't have the cases pending in Medina County, I will say the first thing that came out of his mouth is that he needs help with his, would you agree? Help with I'll let you complete my sentence.
With that, Judge,
Well,
I really do need,
yes, okay, good.
I really need help with the substance abuse. That's the whole point of it. I'd rather have take the 3 years of TDC just to, overall, I think it'll help me out than to just go out and do the program, whatever it is.
But I mean, you were given a chance when I placed you on probation to get it together, right?
The problem is the drug problem. I was still.
Oh, no, you could have came here and I would have said, okay, let's take care of your drug issue. Let's give you whatever help you need with drug issues. But you didn't reach out to your probation officer. You didn't reach out to the court. You reached out to take a ride with somebody in a stolen vehicle. And the last time I saw you, did you have the teardrops or is that something new?
No, same thing.
All right. And then the crown.
All the same.
And then the Playboy bunny. And then the dollar sign.
It's all old.
Yeah. How old are you?
28.
All right, 28 years old. And you went to prison when you were 14? You know, TYC, that's what we would call it.
TDC.
Is somebody sending somebody to TDC at 14?
I think Your Honor, given.
No, I mean, you start out in TYC. They're not sending 14 years old to prison. Then once you become of age, then they will send you to prison. So I can see you.
Sentenced at 14, then 15, I was in TDC, Clemens Unit, YP, from all the way till I was 21.
Well, is somebody going to sue Texas for sending a 15-year-old to prison?
Your Honor,
I'm always interested in learning new law. There are a lot of defense attorneys in here. Do they send people in Texas to adult prison when they're 15?
Your Honor, I think that just at sometimes, okay, and again, not to contradict what he's saying, but I think sometimes it just kind of blurs and runs in together when you've been in since you're 14.
Well, let me just tell you this.
I can tell you this, there's
any legal advice, but if you were sent to prison at 15, somebody needs to file a suit, although the statute of limitations may have ran since you're 28. But this is what I can tell you.
And for the record, Your Honor, obviously, I did not represent him.
No, I appreciate that.
For the people in.
This is what I can tell you. At some point, your actions are your own. You can't keep blaming your actions on the fact that you went to TYC at 14. You got to change your life. All right. I'm going to follow the agreement that you worked out based upon what your attorney is saying and what the state is saying with regards to the unauthorized use. I guess that's what we do since the time of Adam and Eve. We still blame the woman for our own actions. So are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. I'm going to request the therapeutic community. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, no residing with minors. All right, we can go off the record. When you're released from custody, if you can't find somebody to help you get on the straight and narrow, if I'm still here, you can come back here. I'll find an inpatient treatment facility for you. Now, let me just explain to you the reason why I'm saying no unsupervised contact with minors and no residing with minors is because you really shouldn't be around minors because you'd be a bad influence. And until you get your life together, that's the way it should be. And a lot of women will see you when you come out of prison and they're going to see somebody who's a good catch. And we can't have that until you get your life together. Okay. All right. Good luck to you. All right. Oh, and I'm so sorry. Can we go back on the record? Court is going to take in consideration 2025 PF 31487 and 2025 PF 31486. And if you could hold him for a moment so he can get a copy of this, please. Yeah, thank you. And I don't know if you all have a case number for Medina County.
I believe they're listed on the PR judge, but
Well, if you all have that and you bring that number back to me, I'll make sure that this runs concurrently with that.
okay, I'll get that for you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Court is calling 2022 CR 3602, State versus Alicia Rubio. Could I have parties announce?
Sharon Thorne for the defendant.
And are you Alicia Rubio?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Alicia Rubio who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 3602 for the offense of assault family household member with a previous conviction on June 30th, 2022 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, violation of condition number 39. On or about the third day of January 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Alicia Rubio, who then and there failed to attend felony drug court evaluation in violation of condition number 39.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition 39, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 4 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 39?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition 39 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Alter and amend the defendant's probation conditions to add DDRF followed by DDRF aftercare.
That is our understanding, Your Honor.
Why should I do that?
Your Honor, my client definitely needs help. She's had a lot of mental health issues and depression. Her father died, and she just basically didn't even get out of the house and did not follow any of your terms of probation, but she does want help, and she needs the help. And the state and probation wants to help her, so we are asking you to do that.
All right, so this is not the first motion to revoke she's had with me. Has she done anything on probation?
She's done some community service hours.
In all my communities.
Other than that, I don't think we'll see a lot.
All right, probation, what has she done?
Judge, I would have to look into the community service hours part of that. But the only thing that I have that she has completed was basically her TAP evaluation. She did her DNA testing and there's a $90 credit on the account.
I mean, she hasn't done anything, and we've been here before. And the court recommended felony drug court for her because we had issues with drug use. And nobody can help anybody who doesn't want to be helped. She was here December 2024 for a violation of condition number 4, not reporting, disappearing. I denied the motion, alternate amended conditions to include a TAP evaluation, out of custody, a mental health evaluation, out of custody, and a referral to felony drug court, out of custody. And then she disappeared, and she's been missing since January. So it's obvious to the court, there's nothing I can do here. So I'm going to grant the motion and revoke. Do y'all want to recommend amount of time?
Say what she 4 years.
Defense.
Your Honor, my client, she has 209 days credit, but my client is asking for you to consider reducing that amount to 2 or 3 years, Your Honor. Not to make excuses, but the gentleman that you had before picked up new cases and he
All
gets
right,
3
so
years.
here's the thing. Let me explain something. And defense attorneys will tell you this all the time. And I used to have clients, they said, well, this person got that. Why can't I get this? Or this person got that. Why can't I get that? I treat everybody as an individual because guess what? If I didn't treat everybody as an individual, everybody comes before me. And usually, you know what they tell me? Somebody died in my family. I just got a job yesterday. And if I didn't treat people as an individual, you know what I'd be doing? All those stories that people tell me, sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not true, I would hold it against you.
Right.
So what somebody else received may not be for you.
Right.
So I'm just looking you at an individual and you're looking at 4 years because that's your range. And what I can tell you is the person who just came before me, because your attorney brought it up, they didn't have a previous motion to revoke.
Right.
So this is your second motion to revoke. And you're coming before me, and I tried to help you with the MIC evaluation, which is what everybody's saying you need. I already tried that. You didn't want it because you didn't do it. I tried helping you with your drug issue. That's why I had felony drug court. You didn't want it. You didn't show up.
Right.
I tried helping you by giving you a TAP evaluation. If you were not accepted in felony drug court, you didn't want it because you didn't show up. So the state is asking for 4 years. Yes, the state is asking for 4 years. Your attorney is asking for 2 to 3 years. What I can tell you is I'm not giving you the minimum because you didn't do anything. And this is your second motion to revoke. So you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Alicia Rubio.
All right, what would you like to say or defense? Would you like to speak to her before she speaks to me, or?
I believe she wants to state why you should give her the 3 years, Your Honor. And I'm going to allow her to speak her mind.
With all due respect, Your Honor, I'm requesting your leniency, yes. But I did do my TAP evaluation through Zoom. I did that. I can't pinpoint the exact date, but more or less, it was before the first MTR. I did that through Zoom.
Mhm.
Y'all couldn't find it the first time I came through here, which is why you recommended the second one. Okay, I went through 4 probation officers, 4 different probation officers while I was out there. My last one was Mrs. Spence. I did my parenting class that y'all requested. I did my community service. I reported my change of address.
Did you turn in your parenting classes to them?
Yes, I did.
Probation, can you look to see if you have documentation of parenting classes? Go, continue.
I had my sponsor, I gave her my sponsor's information. I gave her
Everyone, please whisper. You may continue. Sorry about that.
thank you. I gave her the information to the program that I was working in San Antonio at Zapata. I gave her all that information. I was doing my meetings at 2:00 and at 6:00 every day. She had no record of that when my paperwork got to her. And I'm not, I hold myself accountable for every, missing and not and failing to report. That was my irresponsibility. I agree to that. Yes. My depression was something I couldn't control. I wasn't on my medication. I didn't have the strength to leave my house. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's anybody else's fault but my own. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn to hold myself accountable. So I'm doing that. I do have a drug problem, but I have been clean. My drug of choice is heroin. I have been clean off of that since I picked up this charge because my priority is to get back to my mother, especially since I lost my father in March. I want to be with her. I want to grieve with her. I want to do all of that. That's why I'm requesting your leniency. You know,
All right, so here's the thing. I don't know if you've been clean or not because nobody's tested you. You're just telling me this.
The last drug test you requested from me, I was here in your court. It was the same thing. You didn't believe me, and I said I was, and you sent me to drug court to drug test, and my drug test came back clean. You know what I mean? I hold proudly that I'm from where I'm from, and I've been clean. That's something I work very hard to do every day, because as an addict, that's difficult, especially when I'm grieving the father, my father's loss, or losing my father. I apologize.
You've
That
been
was nothing
missing.
to do.
Here's the thing. You've been missing since January. So I don't know what you've been doing. That's the problem.
And I take that. That was my responsibility. Again, I'm just asking for your leniency. I want to get back to my mom.
All right, probation. Do you have proof of the parenting classes? All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of 39 true. Court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Ophelia, Ofelia, Rubio. Give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. We can go off the record. Once you're released from custody, if you cannot find a sober living home or somewhere else, just let the court know. If I'm still here, I'll pick up the phone, call somebody to help you. All right. All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
I have a question, so I'm gonna able to see them.
She's a no
She's my
contact.
victim,
She's a no contact.
Oh, no, you have a no contact order with her.
even after I get out.
Yes.
I'm just like.
You thought you were slick, thought you were sly, stuffing hot Cheetos in your pockets, winking goodbye. But the camera saw, oh honey, they don't lie. Orange jumpsuit, babe, it's your new hue. No more high heels, just prison shoes. You're going to the big house, that's the truth. No more stealing for you, no more sneaky moves. You're going to the big house, time to pay your dues. Honey, the jig is up, now sing those jailbird blues. You charmed the guards with your goofy smile, but they found your stash, it was quite the pile. Now you're trading ramen for commissary cash. License plates and prison gates, honey, that's your fate, oh, that's your fate. Breaking rocks while time just waits. You can't charm your way out of these iron grates. You're going to the big house, that's the truth. No more stealing for you, no more sneaky moves. You're going to the big house, time to pay your dues. Honey, the jig is up now, sing those jailbird blues. Dup, dup, da, dup, and da, da. Dup, dup, da, dup, and da, da. Dup, dup, da, dup, and da, da, da.
Welcome to Bear County's court has shuffled the docket. Now opening in 9 if she's in the mood. It's a social work court, baby. 9 on the dot, still no hammer sound. Courthouse sleeping, vibes all around. 90-minute lunch like she earned the crown. Just a dipped out, nowhere to be found. Wednesdays ghosted, Fridays fade. If it ain't a trial, she's throwing shade. Law's out cold, but her tea is hot. Who needs statutes when moods hit the spot? We are here for the package deal. Commit 4 crimes in 3-hour wave special, please. Outside they pout, inside she chill. Serving up crime with a side of feel. Who takes a seat, law take leave. She reigns in heel. We just believe. Delay, dismiss, and deceive. Delay. Courtrooms vibe is make believe. Dismiss. Delay, dismiss, and deceive. Delay. Justice got tricked. Reprieve. Deceive. Dismiss and deceive. Delay, dismiss and deceive. We want that global law, but what can you wait? Deceive. Reduce everything special, please. I've been missing 3 years. Can I get a 1244, please, and dismiss the rest? Fines go prove like they hit a breeze. Defendants throw with 0 fees. DA's a +1 deal buffet. Prosecutors blink and look away. Overcrowding, that ain't her biz. Still she drops time like she was. More dismissals than words to transcribe, but she got style, so please subscribe. Free trial, plea package deal. Truth in holding facts on mute. Justice got traded for some cute. Laws a robe she rarely wears, but the YouTube feed always shares. Delay, dismiss, and deceive. Delay. Courtrooms vibe is make believe. Dismiss. Delay, dismiss, and deceive. Delay. Lady Justice got tricked. Reprieve. Delay, dismiss, and deceive.
I feel their tears like acid rain. Every story hits my veins. The weight of sorrow, it's a chain. Can't draw a line, it's all a blur. Justice tilts when hearts confer. Toxic empathy, it's choking me. I can't see the truth, I can't set it free. Every plea sounds like a song, and I'm always getting it wrong. The courtroom's quiet, my head's loud. Each face a storm inside the crowd. I'm drowning here, but I'm not proud. Fair and square, they said be wise, but I'm trapped in every pair of eyes. Toxic empathy, it's choking me. I can't see the truth, I can't set it free. Every plea sounds like a song, and I'm always getting it wrong. Doo-wop shadows in a flickering glow. Brains a house of mirrors, can't find the front door. Diagnosis, quick fix, slap it on my soul. But I ain't a checklist, ain't a rigged score. Mental health confusion, crimes, illusions, scattered out, but up delusion. They see risk where there's just contusion. This ain't me, just a mind intrusion, no. Scab breaks, bada-bap, thought snap. Therapist says it's a criminal trap, but my sign ain't abstance, yeah, my mind overlap. Not a villain, just a brain in a rap. Tick-tock, judgment clock, psychobabble talk. Label me a menace, chalk outlines, walk patterns on repeat, but it ain't the beat I sought. Doo-wop hots, but they're tying mental knots. Got a bag of words, but no translation. Mixing self-love with their condemnation. Scattered, bada-bap, breaking isolation. Mental health confusion, crimes, illusions, scattered out, bada-bap, illusion. They see risk where there's just contusion. This ain't me, just a mind intrusion. Mental health confusion, crimes, illusions, scattered out, bada-bap, illusion. They see risk where there's just contusion. This ain't me, just a mind intrusion, no. So hard and Bitter Betty, why you so mad? Kicking stones like the world's gone bad. Your tea's cold, your sky is gray, but who made you queen of dismay? Is it the way they laugh too loud, or is it because you haven't been plowed? Why do you care so much? Why do you let it touch every nerve, every bone, every fragile crutch? Why do you care so much? Why do you care? Why do you care so much? Why do you care so much? You curse the heat, you mock the rain, slam the brakes but never park the car. You say it's all fake, it's all a game. You hate them, think they are all the same. Is it the way they never look back, or how their smiles don't crack? Why do you care so much? Why do you let it touch every nerve, every bone, every fragile crutch? Why do you care so much? Why do you care? Why do you care so much? ticking, tick, tick, tick. Every shadow's got a trick, trick, trick. I hear a creak and my heart goes quick. It's all too much, too fast. I see monsters in my closet, skeletons beneath my bed. Oh, I'm hiding in my covers from the fears inside my head. Everything's scary, bop, bop, bop. Everything is stressful, do wop, wop. Anxious Alice on the run. Trouble starts with the setting sun. Got a teacup shaking, shake, shake, shake. Every move feels like a quake, quake, quake. Even my dreams, they're a fake, fake, fake. I'm caught in a spinning wheel. I see lightning in my coffee, hear thunder in my tea. Oh, the world's a twisted tangle, and it's all too much for me. Everything's scary, bop, bop, bop. Everything is stressful, do wop, wop. Anxious Alice on the run. Trouble starts with the setting sun. She wears her crown made of thorns and regret. A royal decree she hasn't sung yet. The kingdom of nothing sprawls under her feet. The queen of dismay on a tattered red sea. Every sigh's a symphony. Every tear a melody. Nothing happens for a reason. Oh no, the dice are crooked, the winds don't blow. Queen of dismay, you're a show, but no rhyme, no reason, no glow. She hums a tune, it's jagged and cold. The echo of stories that never were told. Her gown's made of shadows, stitched up with despair. She dances alone in the midnight air. Every waltz a broken tune. Every dawn a shattered moon. Nothing happens for a reason. Oh no, the dice are crooked, the winds don't blow. Queen of dismay, you're a show, but no rhyme, no reason, no glow. Yeah, we talking systems and cycles. Money moves with no title. Tax funds roll through invisible gates. Non-profits flashing $1 million plates. Agencies sending cash with no receipts. Charities flipping it, playing the streets. Boardroom ballads where elites get paid. Friends on payroll, sweetheart parades. Barely a drip goes to social relief, while the rest feeds power underneath. It's a game behind the name. Money mask, but the rules the same. From the courtroom to campaign crown. Stack the deck, then break it down. Yeah, stack the deck, break it down. Defense crews trained like legal assassins, outgunning new grads in high-stakes clashes. Judges backed by the bar they face. Elections tilt while they hide their trace. Funds wash up in political streams, fueling causes behind the scenes. Whispers echo from bench to bench till the courts rebuild with a different wrench. It's a game behind the name. Money masks, but the rules the same. From the courtroom to campaign crown. Stack the deck, then break it down. Yeah, stack the deck, break it down. Checks and balances turn to chess. Public trust left in a deeper mess. A tale of justice tilted and bent. When silence is bought and truth gets spent. But we see through the smoke and spin. Voices rise where the cracks begin. And not just rhymes, this a call to see what lies beneath fake charity. Cycle spins but the beat don't lie. Truth got bars and the stakes stay high. You ready to flip the script or comply? 'Cause some play judge while the people judge.